What about it, Garden Making followers? Happy Wednesday to you. Hope it's treating you well. Hope you're surviving your quarantine without going too stir crazy. And if you are going stir crazy, this is a great time to start a garden or grow a plant or grow some garden herbs. Just grow something. Like, I promise it'll help. So I bought some seeds at Home Depot the other day, but I found a bag out in the shed from the 2013 garden. So I don't know how good some of these are going to be, but they've been in that bag and in a dry shed for a while. So we'll get these in some water and let them soak overnight. And you'll get a kick out of what I'm about to soak them in. So I went through my cabinets and pulled out all types of little bowls and containers that'll hold water and seeds real nice. And once upon a time, I collected shot glasses. Today they're going to get used to soak my garden seeds. Man, I feel old just saying that. And there we go. All seeds in their coordinating baths out there. So last night I decided to soak my garden seeds in water, help speed up the sprouting process of the seeds. And then today we're going to put them in their starter containers with some starter dirt. So I tried this a couple years ago, and on a success scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a good solid 3. But I have the equipment left over, just kind of put it to the side, and I've used starter plants ever since. But circumstances have deemed this a little bit more imperative this year, so we're going to start today, and we'll take you through all the equipment that I have and the setup I'm going to do. So stay tuned. So here's the first piece of equipment I knocked the dust off of. All my fluorescent lighting. There's normal bulbs, and then I think a couple of them have the UV bulbs, help for faster growth, but they all still work, so surprise. All right, here's my containers options here. Got some leftover starter plant containers from past seasons. I saved them for this very moment. So these are real easy. I'm just going to fill them with dirt and put the seeds in them and let them go. And once I run out of those, I'm going to move over here to my soil cube. It's great craftsmanship there. But you put your dirt in the bottom of it and those screws right there. Once you mash down on it, it makes a perfect soil cube with a little hole in the middle of it. And you put your seeds in it, and then those sprout, and you put the whole thing in the ground when you're ready to plant. And all that's in these 2 plastic bins, and there's a reason I'm using these to hold everything, so you'll see that in a minute. And then moving on here to my container that I'm going to mix my dirt up in. Pretty simple so far. So went out to the shed and found a couple more containers to work in, so that's a good thing. Probably won't need the soil cube this year, but it's good to have. I've got a lot of variety this year, so I've got to keep it all straight to know what's what. So instead of writing on the side, like the obvious, I'll take a piece of painter's tape here and a Sharpie, just put a piece of tape across it and write what variety it is. That way I can use it next season. Helpful tip. So here's my setup of how I'm going to do it to start my seeds. These are all heating pads that I've bought off Amazon a while back when I first tried this. They work pretty well. Put them on a plastic grate here I had, keep them up off the wooden surface, but I'm going to take those plastic bins and you set them on just like that, and then you put your containers in here, and this keeps it warm. You can eat water easier, and it keeps it warm overnight for the super cold nights, but we ain't had those in a while, so I'm not too worried about it. But we'll have it there just in case. And the containers here make it super easy to move it around if I have to. We'll supplement my artificial light with the outdoor light. So that's the setup. Okay, that took me a little longer than I thought, but there's the rigged lighting setup. So run to the cord over there behind everything. But everything's on chains, so when the plants get taller in here, I can just raise the lighting up and go from there. But that'll work. So there's my starter dirt for the containers. Got some seed starting mix and some potting mix from the Home Depot the other day. That'll work. All right, we got our dirt in here. I got a special dirt and then my Miracle Grow on the bottom. So we're gonna mix this all up and add some water to it to make it a little bit more cakey. So, yee. All right, take a container. I should be able to fit probably 28 of these in here, but we'll see. All right, got a container all filled up with my starter pots here, ready just to add some seeds to it. So here's one of the containers. Got it labeled of what it's going to be. We'll just kind of make a little hole right there. Don't have to be deep, about 1/2 inch. And we'll take a couple of seeds here. A little Cherokee purple. That's how small tomato seed is. So just like that. continue. Okay, got all seeds in dirt and dirt in containers and containers into a bigger container. So yeah, buddy. So I also use these big containers because they come with lids, and if you stagger them just like that, you got a little crack for airflow, but you got a makeshift greenhouse right here. So it's worked pretty well for me in the past. That was my 3 on the success scale. So now just keep them watered. Forgot the one last step before I'm done with it for the day. Get my little sprayer here. So here's another little thing that I did the other day. These bins work great for portable greenhouses. They keep the heat in and let light in and hold dirt real well, but they're warm like a greenhouse. And the condensation that forms on the side right here can form mold on my dirt, and I don't want that. So got me a little portable fan here, and then put a couple blocks under the lids so the air flow can flow down on through and dry them out, so I don't have anything super wet all the time. So hillbilly ingenuity right there. So I put these seeds in the dirt on Sunday, and this is what soaking the seeds will do for you. This is Wednesday, and we got some life showing. All right, this is one of my Tennessee melons. Heck yeah, I'm happy with that. Got another one over here. This is my greasy grit beans. Beans tend to take off a little faster than most, but I mean, we're just planting these Sunday and have any form of life right now. I'm very pleased. So we'll continue on. So it was bright and sunny today, so I decided to bring my bins outside and let the seeds get some actual sunlight and give my lights and heating pads a little bit of a rest. But I can't complain, because I mean, we got some more growth happening here. This is that's one of my tomato plants. Heck yeah. Cherokee purple sprouting up. Got some more here, some more there. Everything's starting to actually germinate. I'm very surprised, because all these seeds were stuck in a plastic bag in the garden shed for a couple years. So got a little bit more progress on the seeds. Not there, those are pepper plants, those take a little bit longer. Got a black cherry plant poking through. More tomatoes, squash, cucumbers. So here's an update on the seedlings here. I hit them last night with some of my Neptune's Harvest. It's like a fish emulsion fertilizer. Gave them a little shot in the arm and seemed to work. They all perked up pretty well. Except right there, those are my bell pepper plants. Either they're slow germinating or just they ain't working this year. A couple beans back here in the back. Needs to go in the ground today, even though it is a little cold. And cucumbers and the rest of the stuff. So coming right along. But I did go buy plants yesterday, so let me show you what I got. So I decided to take advantage and come down to the barn nursery and pick up some plants to go in the garden. So I might not need all my seedlings, but we'll see. We'll see what they got to offer. So this is what I got yesterday for plants from the barn nursery. A little overkill, seeing how I got seedlings, but oh well. Some seeds are farther along than others. Some hadn't germinated. Some are about ready to go into the ground, but can't complain. So they got about an 80% germination rate, and that's not bad for seeds that were in the shed. So before I hit them with some water, I'm gonna go through with my scissors here and do a little trimming, and I'll show you why here. So. In every bin, I put about 3 or 4 seeds, and hoping to get 1 or 2 germinating seeds out of it, and a couple of them exploded real well. So, but there's a couple that are stronger than the others. So we'll just cut those off right there, the small ones. Only the strong survive. That's how nature works. So I'll cut that one off, and then cut that one off right there. Leave that one, and I'll cut that one too. So I let them 2 fight, and which one gets stronger gets to survive. Now these other ones over here, they're working good. Like this one right here, that's a strong one. This one's a strong one too, but with 2 right there, it's competing for nutrients. So we'll snip that one right there and let the lone survivor go.